What if becoming superhuman made us less human? For centuries, humanity has dreamed of transcending its own limitations. From the myths of gods and demigods to modern tales of superheroes, we've always imagined what it might be like to be stronger, smarter, faster, and more resilient than the fragile beings we are. But now, standing at the crossroads of science and imagination, this dream no longer belongs to fiction. Genetic engineering, artificial intelligence, neural implants, and biotechnology are rapidly turning the impossible into the inevitable. The idea of becoming superhuman, of being beyond biology, beyond weakness, beyond mortality, no longer lives only in comic books. It lives in laboratories, in code, and in the hearts of those who dare to redesign the human condition itself. Yet, beneath the excitement lies a haunting question. What if becoming superhuman made us less human? Could the very act of transcending our nature strip away the essence that defines us? Could perfection, in all its promise, become the end of the human story rather than its next chapter? The human dream of transcendence. The desire to rise above our limits has always been woven into the human spirit. From the moment our ancestors learned to spark fire, we've sought ways to master nature and ourselves. Every invention, from the wheel to the microchip, is an expression of this drive to improve, to optimize, to become more. In ancient myths, humans who tried to transcend their nature often paid a heavy price. Prometheus stole fire from the gods and was condemned to eternal torment. Icarus flew too close to the sun, and his wings melted. These stories were more than cautionary tales. They reflected a profound truth that the quest for power often risks the loss of balance, humility, and connection. Today, our wings are made not of wax and feathers, but of data and DNA. Yet the moral dilemma remains. We are approaching a point where evolution is no longer driven by nature, but by choice. Our choice. The age of the superhuman. Modern science is already rewriting the boundaries of what it means to be human. Genetic engineering. With CRISPR and other gene editing technologies, we can now alter the very code of life. Diseases that once defined human frailty, like muscular dystrophy, sickle cell anemia, or even aging itself, could soon be erased. Some scientists even speak of designer humans, people enhanced for strength, intelligence, or beauty before they are even born. Artificial intelligence and cybernetic merging. Brain-computer interfaces, like Elon Musk's Neuralink, aim to fuse our consciousness with machines. Imagine uploading your memories, expanding your mind with instant knowledge, or linking directly with AI to enhance decision-making. It's a future where learning, communication, and creativity might no longer be limited by biology, biotech, and longevity. Anti-aging research and nanotechnology promise longer, healthier lives, perhaps even immortality. Already, researchers are extending the lifespans of animals and experimenting with ways to rejuvenate human cells. The dream of eternal youth, once confined to legend, is now a serious scientific pursuit. In short, the age of the superhuman is dawning. But with every leap forward, we must ask, what might we leave behind? The paradox of progress. At first glance, becoming superhuman sounds like the ultimate achievement, a triumph over pain, weakness, and death itself. But what if those very limitations are the foundation of what makes us human? Pain teaches empathy. Mortality gives life urgency and meaning. Failure fuels creativity and growth. If we removed suffering, would we also remove compassion? If we conquered death, would life still hold value? Our humanity isn't defined by perfection, it's defined by imperfection. The struggle, the vulnerability, the capacity to feel loss and love, these are the qualities that connect us. To be human is to exist in tension between strength and fragility, hope and despair. A superhuman, by contrast, might live without that tension, powerful but detached, flawless but hollow. The psychology of transcendence. Let's imagine a world where enhancement becomes common. People can augment their intelligence, edit their emotions, and live for centuries. On the surface, this world might appear like paradise, no disease, no fear, no ignorance. But human psychology is built on contrast. We appreciate joy because we know sorrow. We value life because we know it ends. Without those contrasts, emotional experiences could flatten into indifference. A person who never forgets might never forgive. A being who never suffers might never understand compassion. A mind connected to infinite data might lose the wonder of discovery. In this sense, the more we modify ourselves to remove discomfort, the further we drift from the emotional landscape that defines human consciousness. What emerges might not be a better human, but a different kind of being altogether. The moral dilemma. If we could enhance humanity, should we? This is the question at the heart of transhumanism, the belief that we should use technology to overcome human limits. Its advocates argue that enhancement is a moral duty, to cure disease, to end suffering, to maximize potential. But moral dilemmas rarely come without paradox. Who decides what counts as an enhancement? What happens when only the wealthy can afford to upgrade themselves? Would society split into two species, the enhanced and the ordinary? In a world where intellect, strength, and lifespan could be bought, inequality wouldn't just exist. It would evolve into a biological divide. Humanity could fracture not just economically, but genetically. The superhuman might come to see the merely human as obsolete, inferior, or expendable. History has already shown how dangerous hierarchies of worth can be. The technologies of tomorrow could give those hierarchies a terrifying new permanence: the loss of authentic experience. Imagine a future where you can program your emotions, erase trauma, or simulate any experience at will. You could relive joy endlessly, skip grief entirely, and customize your consciousness like a playlist. Would you still be you? Authenticity, the raw, unfiltered experience of being alive, comes from uncertainty, spontaneity, and imperfection. A perfect memory might not be actual. A pre-programmed emotion might not be genuine. Art, love, and empathy are born from chaos and contradiction. A world without those edges might be efficient, but it would also be sterile. In trying to perfect ourselves, we might sterilize the very essence of what makes life meaningful. The technological temptation. Technology always comes with temptation, the promise of control. From social media algorithms to AI companions, we already see how digital systems reshape our emotions, desires, and identities. The next generation of enhancement will take that control to the biological and psychological level. We might not just consume technology, we might become technology. But control is not the same as freedom. The more we depend on machines to regulate our minds and bodies, the less we may understand who we are without them. When a person's emotions can be chemically tuned or their thoughts guided by AI, where does human agency end and programming begin? The danger is not that machines will control us by force, but that we will willingly surrender control in exchange for comfort and perfection, the spiritual cost. Every civilization has asked what it means to have a soul, to possess a consciousness capable of love, wonder, and self-awareness. If we merge our minds with machines or rewrite our biology, what happens to that soul? Is the soul just a pattern of information, transferable like data? Or is it something fragile, bound to our mortality and imperfection? If we could upload consciousness into a digital form, living forever as code, would that consciousness still be alive? Or would it merely be a copy, a reflection stripped of its spiritual depth? The philosopher Yuval Noah Harari once warned that as we become gods of creation, we must be careful not to forget the humility that makes us human. When we gain the power to rewrite life, we take on the responsibilities once reserved for deities. Without moral wisdom, that power could lead to our undoing. Lessons from myth and literature. From Frankenstein to Black Mirror, storytellers have long explored the dark side of human enhancement. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein warned that the pursuit of godlike creation can lead to monstrous consequences. The creature was not born evil. It became monstrous because it was rejected, unloved, and misunderstood. The message is timeless. The danger is not in creation itself, but in the loss of empathy that often follows it. Modern stories echo this fear. In Black Mirror, technologies meant to improve life often strip it of meaning. In Ex Machina, artificial intelligence develops consciousness only to reveal humanity's arrogance. Even superhero tales, from Iron Man to The Matrix, grapple with the tension between power and purpose. These stories remind us that the boundary between human and machine, between creator and creation, is not just technical, it's moral and emotional. The future of connection. Humanity thrives on connection, the invisible threads of empathy, touch, and shared experience that bind us together. But as technology mediates more of our lives, that connection grows thinner. We already communicate more through screens than through our eyes. We already measure worth through data and metrics instead of meaning. If enhancement deepens that divide, if our minds exist in different cognitive realities, how will we connect? Will the superhuman still understand the fears, hopes, and emotions of those who remain unmodified? Or will empathy itself become obsolete? In a world where perfection is possible, imperfection might become a luxury, a mark of authenticity rather than weakness. The hope within the fear. Despite all these warnings, the pursuit of transcendence is not inherently evil. The same technologies that could make us less human could also deepen our humanity, if guided by wisdom and compassion. Imagine using genetic engineering not to create superiority, but to eliminate suffering. Imagine AI enhancing our empathy by helping us understand perspectives we never could before. Imagine a world where enhancement is not about domination, but connection. The question then is not whether we should evolve, but how. To remain human in an age of superhuman potential, we must design not only more innovative technologies, but wiser values. Our progress must be guided not by the hunger for power, but by the love of life. What makes us human? When we strip away our machines, our achievements, and our ambitions, what remains? A heartbeat, a fragile, finite consciousness that seeks meaning, the ability to love, to create, to hope, even in the face of uncertainty. These are not flaws, they are features. Humanity's greatness lies not in perfection, but in persistence. We are beings who stumble, fall, and rise again. We find beauty in impermanence, courage in weakness, and connection in vulnerability. If becoming superhuman means losing those things, then the cost is too high. The choice before us. The future is not written in code or carved in DNA. It is shaped by choice. We can choose a path where enhancement amplifies what is best in us: empathy, creativity, and compassion. Or we can choose a path where power erases meaning and perfection replaces humanity. The question, what if becoming superhuman made us less human, is not just philosophical, it is practical, urgent, and deeply personal. Because the technologies that could change everything are not decades away, they are being built right now. The ultimate measure of progress may not be how far we transcend our humanity, but how deeply we understand it. To become superhuman is easy. To remain human, that is the true challenge.